The following has been developed by state and provincial agencies in association with the Agency for Instructional Television. Together, serving education.
Okay, everybody, settle down for a minute now. Come on. You know, it's really the attitude of the individual that reveals the true condition of a society. Listen to this song from the 30s.
Once I bit a railroad, now it's done. Brother, could you spell me a dollar? Here once I built a tower, to the sun, brick on river and line. Once I built a tower.
Can anybody tell me about the message to that song? Yes, Jack.
Well, it's about the Depression. A lot of people are out of jobs. Nobody had any money. Some were even starving.
Right. And how about this song? What do you think about that one? Yes, Susan?
That's a song from World War I. The soldiers used to sing it overseas.
Right.
A lot of them were really young, I guess, and it was their first time away from home and they were lonely.
Yeah, very good. But what about this song? Sally?
It's about the problems we're facing today. No rules, no boundaries. We're expected to follow rules for situations that don't even exist.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know what's expected of us.
Do all of you feel that way about it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so there is a message to that song. Huh?
Mr. Gardner's social studies class has been listening to music with social messages. Art of every kind has been used to communicate social messages, sometimes symbolically, sometimes quite directly.
Susie, hi. What's happening?
Tina's brother got busted. Andy? I don't believe it.
He did. My mom saw the police taking him away last night.
Oh, no, that's awful. He was going east to college and...
He was really dumb.
I don't see how he got involved in drugs in the first place.
I mean, how could he be so careless?
I guess he thought his button-down shirt would protect him.
Are you serious? Don't you think doing dope was the problem?
Come on, Susie, don't play teacher.
Yeah, you know how many kids our age are doing it?
Watch it. Here comes Dina.
Hi, Dina.
Hi, Barb.
Well, you guys aren't into drugs.
No, but so what? He can't run around preaching at people, telling them what they can and can't do. Now, children, stay away from evil drugs or they'll ruin your life.
No, you can't, not that way. But why can't you say something? Make a statement.
There she goes. Come on, Susie, lighten up. Everyone thinks it's a shame about Andy.
And you don't think doing dope is so hot, do you?
Of course not. But a lot of the kids do, and you know.
Well, I don't see why we couldn't do something, make a statement.
Listen, kiddo, no one would listen to us in the first place. Who do you think we are?
It's like social studies class this morning. If you have something to say, you just have to find a way to say it. Why not?
I've got something to say. I'm starving. Coming to eat? Tell me she's not serious.
Hi. Want some company?
Want a piece of cheese?
Sure.
Are you okay? Mr. Gardner, could I talk to you for a minute?
Sure, Susan. What's up?
Well, I wanted to ask you about art and social messages. I have something that I feel strongly about. I'm just not sure how.
Go on.
Well, one of my friends' brothers got busted. Was arrested for possession of drugs, and he had such a great life, such a terrific future, and it's all gone now. I really wanted to say something about that. I mean, everyone knows that there are drugs around here and that a lot of kids are doing them, and I'm not so good all the time myself, but it's so dumb. I mean, even if they get totally involved, even if they don't get totally involved with the stuff, it's still illegal, and their lives could be ruined if they got arrested, and I just don't even think that it's the individual. I mean, my friend is totally destroyed by what happened to her brother, and no one will say that it's awful. The most other kids will do is say that he was dumb to get caught. And I have to say something about it.
Susan obviously has a need to make a social statement. One of the most powerful ways to do this is through the arts. Phillip Walker is a playwright and an actor who uses drama to convey a social message.
Y'all ever get tired of people playing with your life? Playing with your children's lives? Playing with blackness? Playing with Africa? You ever get tired of people telling you what you should be doing for yourself? Ever get tired of people posturing, posing, and profiling? Basically, what we're trying to do is call out the next major black leader. I'm of the opinion that we as a people, as a black people in this country, need a kind of something to reach toward. We are powerless, defenseless people looking good and don't even make the makeup we whiten our faces with. We don't do nothing except sit around and talk about what others should be doing for ourselves, while ourselves are too busy being like others. We talk about, we don't want to be like, while we wear their clothes better than they do. Drive their cars faster than they do. Speak their language as well as they do, while it all spells out to be theirs. Is ourselves illusionized about doing our thing. Don't even understand the world that ourselves live in. I've been real lucky in my career. It's moved forward, continuously moved forward. But the more successful my career would be, the more I got away from my community, the more I got away from the people who laid the groundwork for what was a very fine education that I didn't have to pay for. The more I was servicing, working for, performing for, or working in an office for institutions that were politically right on, but they still were not of my own culture. And so I started to feel bad about that after a few years and started to search to see what can I do to give something back? How can I give something back? Dr. Clearhead, know-it-all. PhD, summa cum laude, U of Chicago, 1973. He's now teaching. The psychology of blackness. In the suburbs, proving to the enemy that taught him how smart he is. What have you done for your people lately, Dr. Know-it-all? What have you done for your race, except race away, waving flags about it's a human and class problem. Ask your great-great-great-great-grandmama, fool. Both black and non-black audiences have had negative responses to the play. It really depends on how comfortable we as black people are in our slave mentality. If we're very comfortable being controlled by all the forces that control us, then this play could get a black person even very upset. Shine brightness for dead people. Show us that there is value in ourselves. Prove to us that we're worth saving. Heal the forgotten mind, the forgotten bodies of the East. Prove to us that we are worth saving. Cure the negativism in us. Provide the example. Teach the doctrine. Display identity. Hey, we were builders of the first. Display purpose, our children, our parents, our ancestors, great as we be. Display direction, sharing land, raising our children. Hey, building the world the way the world is supposed to be built. Everything else is jive.
There's no need for chains on our ankles because we got chains on our brains.
We got Negroes arguing the necessity of Marx and Engels to empty-bellied children. We got Negroes married to white folks speaking for the race. Hey, don't no Arabs speak for Jews. We slaves because we want to be. We slaves because we want to be.
I wouldn't do this kind of work for all the money in the world. It's too crazy. I'm going crazy all the time. I'm running from city to city all the time, not supported well and things of that nature. But it's like, I don't have a choice.
Work is what we need in abundance of. Work for a better value system. Work for ourselves like we work for General Motors. Like we work for integration. Like we work for the son of Mary. Work. Reach one, teach one, work, and study.
What I would like in an ideal situation is for every audience member to say, my God, they are great people. Then we've got something. That's for every audience member. And then for that one audience member who I don't know who he is, I would like for that person to be able to say, boy, if they did it, I can do something. And then move on forward and become that big leader that I was talking about.
All that is good and accomplished in the world takes work! And everything else is jive.
It is terrific, Susan. You should certainly get a reaction to it.
It's very good.
Yeah.
This isn't exactly a fashionable stance to take.
I know. Do you think they'll all just laugh?
Well, some might, or at least pretend to. But I don't think anyone who has an original and strong statement to make could expect otherwise. I mean, if everyone agreed with social comment, there wouldn't be much reason to comment now, would there?
Right. Let's get it into the paper.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Susan's going to have her chance to influence the student body through her art. But creating a work of art with a social message is one thing. Having people understand the message and respond to it is another.
Susie, wait. It's great, Susie. Really good.
Thanks, Barb.
I do feel the same way you do. I'm just not as brave as you are.
Come on. Additional support for Arts Alive was provided by the Exxon Education Foundation and the Capizio Dance Foundation. This program was produced by Sandra Kelly for the Agency for Instructional Television.